The University of Belize Faculty of Management and Social Sciences held their sixth annual research conference today. The research conference was to bring awareness to the importance of research and how it helps to assist in Belize's national development. A number of topics were presented today that are issues which affect our lives daily. Topics about teacher and student efficacy, to the impact of Chinese enterprises in Belize were presented. Love News spoke to Dr. Bernard Walter, Dean of Faculty in Management and Social Sciences.
This symposium is extremely important. At this symposium, our students and faculty get a chance to showcase the research that they have done over previous semesters, and for them to also educate the general public about the importance of research. Now, the thing about research is that we just don't do it for research's sake, but also research is supposed to add to the existing body of knowledge that exists out there. And for us, we want to believe that our research findings will also aid in decision making and policy formulation when it comes to key stakeholders in our industries out there.
And Dr. Walters spoke of how they plan to use the information. He also told us about the objective of the research symposium.
As you know, this is our sixth annual research conference, and the major objective behind the research conference is to showcase what we have done. For many years, we have been doing research at the University of Belize, but it seems that only our students and those closely aligned with the university are aware of it. This gives us an excellent opportunity to inform the general public out there that the University of Belize has a mandate to not only to teach, but also to contribute to research, which in turn contributes to national development of this country. One of the things I want to publicly state is that the research that is conducted by the University of Belize is now placed on our University of Belize website. So the general public can access those research free of cost and utilize them in decision making and even policy formulation when it comes to the government.
One of the presenters today was Shilpa Jones. Her research was based on teacher efficacy and students' academic achievement. She told us about her research and her conclusion.
The research was very, very tedious because my research involved working with children and getting parents' permission to work with those children. It was a learning experience because I learned a lot more doing this research than what I did in my first research class. My findings were very easy. Teachers with high efficacy had students that perceived them highly and had good grades. Teachers with low efficacy, they had students that still perceived them highly, but then the grades were fair. And then teachers who had medium efficacy had students that they were not thought of as highly as the other teachers with low efficacy, and their students did medium as well. So high efficacy, high student achievement, high student perception. Medium teacher efficacy, low student perception, medium achievement. Low teacher efficacy, high perception, low achievement. One of my recommendations is that you pair up a new teacher with a seasoned teacher so that that teacher can work to bring up their efficacy. All right, as well as one of my recommendations was that the Ministry of Education not only focus on curriculum development for workshops, but also focus on how can we raise teacher efficacy. You understand? Because you need feedback. You need to feel like I am doing a good job, and when you do that, that in turn helps you with what you're doing with your students in the classroom.
Dong Hoon Cho is a Belizean with a South Korean heritage. Cho's research was titled A Study of the Impact of Chinese Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise in Belize. He spoke to Love News and told us about his research.
Here in Belize, we get the misconception that anyone Asian is Chinese, and that's a part of the reason why I wanted to conduct this research. And it wasn't easy because I myself, I was born here in Belize and I don't speak Chinese, right? So to be able to communicate to them was a feat in itself, and for them to even release the information was a feat in itself. But we managed to pull through, right? Well, here in Belize, we know that there's a lot of things happening with the economy. Exports have been dropping down. There's a lot of unemployment in Belize and poverty. So the main focus of my research for this was to actually find a way to improve entrepreneurship in Belize, businesses. And by studying the Chinese, because we know they're so efficient, I was able to pick up some of their best practices that we could pass on to our Belizean future entrepreneurs, right? And they have a better chance of surviving in the Belizean market. Some of the major findings that I want to share with the Belizean public is that some of their practices pertain more to working hard. We have to realize that you have to work hard in business. You can't be taking half day off or working 5 days a week. Chinese people are working 7 days a week. We know that for a fact. And on top of that, they spend a little amount of money and they make a lot. So you have to save too, that's very important, right? And also that support from your family is also key in surviving in the business world.
To view all of the research presented today, you can visit www.ub.edu.bz.